Hello Flosstube, this is the Yamato Stitcher, and as you can see, I have a finish! Yay! Sorry for the creases, but now it's complete. This is a chart from an illustration of a song that was used in the animation Demon Slayer, and this is the main boy, Tanjirou, and his sister, Nezuko, who turned into a demon, and he is trying to find a way to turn his sister back to human. And this is, I think, this is where Nezuko just turned into a demon, and she doesn't know what happened to herself. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. It only has about 20 something colors and stitched on 18 count Aida. And it doesn't have any fractional stitches or back stitches, just full crosses. And the last time I showed you, I was stitching Tanjirou's jacket, should I say. And after I completed his jacket, I moved on to Nezuko's kimono that was showing around here, but her hair, oh my, she's got a lot of hair to stitch. So at the last part of the stitching, I had the black 310 and what was the other one? I think it was 317, this gray color. And I was stitching the two colors on and on and on and on. But it's now complete. And I like how it turned out. And I think I'll give it a good wash and take off all these grid lines, and maybe I'll buy a very thin frame and put it in there. Yay! So that was a finish. And the next thing I'm going to show you is my HAED chart. The chart name is called Japan Garden, illustration by Dominic Davison. And last time, I think you remember, I was saying that I'm going to start stitching diagonally with these hanging threads, and my 2022 goal was to get rid of all these hanging threads. And well, I completed my goal for 2021, but when I was continuously stitching the previous chart, all the blacks and grays were just getting me tired, so I was stitching this to keep myself motivated using other colors. But then this was a lot of confetti around here, and here was the most confetti part, and I got through, and it's not that out of a confetti right now, but it's coming along pretty good. And if I can get rid of these hanging threads before, way before 2022 ends, maybe I'll keep on stitching until I reach the really bottom. Because even if I get rid of these hanging threads, it won't get me to the real bottom of the chart. So I should keep it going because this is a very long journey, because I've got about 270,000 stitches. Yeah, and I haven't been able to stitch even 10% of the chart. So watch the space. And today I have a new start. This is a HAED chart called Hang in There. It's a QS, quick stitch chart. And 3 or 4 years ago, and a Japanese reseller of cross stitch kits and charts were having a grab bag sale on the first day of the year kind of sale, and they had a variety of bags that we could buy, and I went for the smallest bag. They had like 5 sizes, and I went for the smallest size, and I got like 6 or 7 charts and 1 kit, yes, and some fabric and flosses. And this QS was one of the charts that I got in that grab bag. And the reason I started this was that first I finished a chart, and a couple of months ago I finished Pana's kit, and I didn't start any new things, so I thought maybe I finished 2 charts and thought I could start one, because one of my lighter goal for this year was to reduce my whips, and if I finish 2, then I can start one, right? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can start a new chart. And because I'm working on my big chart of that HAED Japan garden chart, I don't know when I can finish that, but I wanted to have a HAED finish. So I dug out from my stash the QS chart, and this is about 150 by 170 something. So if I work on this chart for like 1 or 2 months, maybe, concentrating on this chart, I'll be able to finish it. Well, I don't think that will be the case, but you know, I'll have a finish within a year or something. So that's why I started this. It's got 25 colors in it, so it's not a very confetti chart. And I'm using this fabric is a linen, 25 count linen called Davison. And I don't know if you can see, but if you get up closer and look at the fabric, yeah, well, we have nips here, but ignore those. The holes in these fabric is quite bigger than the holes that we see in Lugana, which is the fabric I'm using for Japan garden, and it's pretty loose. So when I'm stitching, I have to be careful that the needle doesn't drop off. And another thing is that when I was trying to secure my end threads at the back, it's pretty, I don't know if you can tell, but this is really thin, and the needle doesn't go through. It's pretty difficult to get through these back threads. So I decided to use the method I was using for the other HAED chart, which was, if for instance I'm ending this blue thread here, I'm not going in the back. I just put my thread out in a couple of squares down on the right, and when I fill in these areas with the stitches, I'll cut off this extra thread. So fingers crossed if that's going to work. Yeah. Well, it's a quick stitch, so I'm pretty much enjoying how fast it's going, and hopefully I'll have my first HAED finish within 2022, which might be my first finish for 2022. Oh, yay for me. Well, this is my new experience stitching a HAED on a linen, and maybe this is something funny to do, but I'm stitching 1/1 on a linen because I think most people who use linen stitch like 1/2 or 2/2 using 2 holes to form 1 square, right? So this is a new challenge for me. Yes. Well, that's a wrap up for the October work in progresses and a new start. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks, hopefully, with some more progresses. Bye. Thank you for watching.